All right, welcome back to Mildly Interesting. For you to be wildly underwhelmed, because with my other videos, you're always very overwhelmed. You're like, oh my god, I can't take in all this excitement from this video he posts. It's amazing. So it's okay, this is a break from all of that. When I trimmed a piece of Velcro and wound up with a perfect line of hooks along the scissor edge. That's actually pretty cool. It looks like your scissor has some kind of crazy tongue, like some animal that probably has a tongue that has little hook things on it. There's got to be some animal out there that actually has a tongue like that. Come on. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but one of you guys knows this. Also just looks like your scissors look like a bird. This is pareidolia as it is, and now you just added extra detail with the tongue. I want that to happen when I'm cutting Velcro now. This pic I took of the new Rams stadium being built looks more like the ruins of a once great civilization. It does. Kind of looks like, I don't know, a bigger Colosseum. You know, I live in LA, and I haven't actually, well, I haven't gotten this view because I haven't been on an airplane over it in a long time. Yeah, and you can't really see it as far as I can tell from the freeway, but maybe it's because I'm driving, so I'm not really looking off to the side. But this is LA. This is where I live. I'm just like, you know, just pointing that out because it's cool. Where I live is kind of famous on Reddit now through this post. So, a frog left an impression on this 4th story window. Can frogs walk on glass? Also, it looks like a flip book. Actually, what it looks like is one of the old skate magazines. Well, I'm sure they still have it in skate magazines, but where they would show paint, well, it would be like a static image of the background, and then they would have the skater doing his trick across the panel, and it'd be really cool. And I always loved looking at those. I'd be like, this is almost like a video. Look at this skater doing a kickflip back tail slide on this ledge. This frog is doing the same, he's trying to do that kickflip back tail slide. Or it just looks like it just whacked into the window. It was just like flying, and then it whacked into the window. How did it do that? That would like had to hop. Because if it just walked along, wouldn't it have been like kind of sliding? Like there'd be smear marks. Maybe it's just, I don't know. That's an impressive frog. This transparent butterfly, that's really cool. I did not know that existed, but according to the comment, the common name is a glass-wing butterfly for its unique transparent wings, allow it to camouflage without extensive coloration. Oh, so is it really considered camouflage though if it's just see-through? If I throw a piece of glass up against something in a forest, is the glass camouflaged? And when someone walks into a recently cleaned glass pane thinking there's nothing there when they're entering a store, like it's, oh man, the glass was camouflaged. Whew. The tricky camouflaging active camo glass, didn't see it there. This restaurant that looks like it was drawn, that's really cool. I kind of want to go to a cel-shaded restaurant. I hope they serve dishes native to the Borderlands universe, whatever they ate in Borderlands. I don't recall what they ate in Borderlands, but I feel like the waitstaff here, as big of a pain in the ass as it would be, they need to dress up in costumes where they themselves are cel-shaded, or maybe they dress like Archer characters, but that'd be cool if it was continuous and like they don't break the illusion. The only people who break the illusion are the patrons. This Japanese toilet refills through a sink in the top, so you can rinse your hands and reuse the water. As long as the bidet component to it, because it might have a bidet built in, doesn't use the recycled water, because I wouldn't want soapy water that was just on my hands to be shot up there. But as far as like the flushing mechanism, then yeah. Although it seems like depending upon how dirty your hands are, that might create a lot of just dirt, and then you actually get some soapy action cleaning the toilet bowl. That'd be pretty cool, actually. The pattern my coffee made after I fell and the cup rotated on the floor. Wait, what? So we're picturing not like a coffee mug or a thermos, but like a Starbucks. It had the lid. It had the lid on it. I get it now. So it had the lid and it had the little opening, and so the cup is rolling like, you know, around because it's more conical, right? So it's rolling around in a circle, and every time that the little opening thing reaches probably the bottom, then lets more out, and then it goes up again, and then it's, yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out the mechanism here. Did you also happen to fall in the coffee as you fell? Looks like some human kind of disturbed the spray pattern over there. How this reflection of light only got past with the red. I feel like I'm dumb, because I know that a glass prism that can divide, you know, visible light into all the different colors. I actually don't know what's happening here, and I feel kind of dumb for it. But the top comment says, "Hey, ever wondered why the sunset is red? That's all the oxygen in the atmosphere catching fire." God dang it. We're not gonna get a real answer out of this because it's like an obvious question or an obvious answer. Okay. As the sunlight passes through the glass, the window of the glass makes a mild prism. Since the sun is hitting it at an angle, most likely the longer wavelengths are bent at a very slightly different angle than the shorter wavelengths. This very slightly separated the colors with red on one end and blue on the other. The farther that travels across the room, the more separation is noticeable. Then when the spread hits the table leg, the leg blocks the shorter wavelengths by position and cuts off the red, letting it fall on the floor. So the light was already kind of separated here, and then this hit it like just the right angle. This one's like a little bit got through. Cool. Now I don't feel as dumb now, but it's, yep. This sunset looks split in half through my two windows with a little overdone text next to the post. Too many people have posted this, okay? It's not an unusual phenomena. You ever played Minecraft? All right? If it's a sunset in Minecraft, and you spin around, one side is blue and dark, the other is all red and yellow, okay? And if you do it in the middle and you build a house and you have windows here and you put it looks like that. God, just play some Minecraft. I should do a joke post here. Whoa, dude, do you see the sunset's different in the two windows as I'm playing Minecraft, and it would be Minecraft screenshot. That's actually the fire. It just hasn't spread over here yet. The oxygen's all lit on fire, and then it's gonna spread over. But it's cool. The reason why we don't actually die to that is because the earth spins fast enough to get us away from the burning oxygen before it reaches us. That's the power of the earth spinning. These two signs kind of look like they're warning of UFOs beaming people up. It really does. Hold on, why do you, oh, okay, that's the outline of the road. It's just like very, very quick. It goes to the line of, what is that? What's the name of the thing? The line of conversion, the horizon line, where all in 3-point perspective. I forget the name. It goes to that really quickly. That's some very harsh perspective right there. But what is this? I don't know what this is. That's not a sign that's here in the U.S. to my knowledge. Is that a speed bump warning? That's probably a speed bump warning. It's a crosswalk and a speed bump. A speed bump crosswalk. You got a double whammy there that you got to be aware of, because you don't want to scrape your car or go flying into the air. Pigment stripped from leaf because it spent so much time in a pool. Oh, I get it now. So that butterfly that we saw earlier, that's what the camo is for. It's for when it finds its native habitat is a forest that's full of these leaves. If it has any color to it at all, it's just gonna pop right out, because it's gonna be, everything else is transparent and see-through. So it has to be, this is inaccurate from the poster's title of this. This is not a leaf that has lost its pigment. It's from the native legendary forest of the glass-winged butterfly. All right, you heard it here first. No one's found it yet, but the leaves, they have scattered about the world, and occasionally people find traces, but no one has ever found their origination point. It's like the lost city of El Dorado. Cannabis has been legalized in Canada last week. No smoking signs have been replaced. It's like a smoking sandwich of a variety of types of devices. You would think that just the original one up on the top there would be enough to kind of indicate, you just can't do that activity in general here. But I guess you always got to be a little bit more specific, because there's always going to be that one person who's like, I mean, it just said there was no cigarettes. It didn't say anything about the other varieties of possibilities. Just because cigarettes are banned doesn't mean I can't get this joint. It's been legalized. Tape measure embedded in concrete. How does that even happen? How did it get there? I guess maybe they had a box down there and then someone just forgot their tape measure in there. Hey, Man, that's where my tape measure went. Oh, I was really bummed about that. Those things are expensive, and it just kind of disappeared into thin air. The top comment, now it makes me wonder what other stuff is embedded into concrete. Yeah, there's some bodies. City of Manchester celebrating Halloween with large inflatable monsters on buildings. I like how they can all get together and agree on a common theme to be amusing to people driving by. That's a good, solid, wholesome effort to get into the Halloween spirit. Just like me, with putting a pumpkin decal that I DIY'd myself. And Halloween is now past by the time this video is up, but I just wanted to throw that in there. I might not have dressed up, but I contributed to Halloween. The sign at my university with the number for the library police. Annoyed by noise, anonymous. No need to leave your study space. Just send a text. Text the word noise and the exact location of the disturbance to, and a member of the library staff will investigate. What if the noise that's happening is being caused by another person being annoyed by another noise, and they text, and then they receive a reply text, and they haven't turned their phone to vibrate or silent, and then they get a noise on their phone, and someone else texts and tries to get rid of the noise. It's just this domino chain of everybody being annoyed by everybody else texting about the noise, and it goes on forever. Library police. They have blow darts. That's what they're equipped with. Is they just have poison dart tips, and they do it very quietly. They're specially trained to not even, their blow darts don't even make a lot of noise. And then they hit the person, they conk out, and then they're dragged out of the library. They wake up on the steps, no idea what happened. But then there's no more noise. My Monopoly board was printed with a file name on it. Wait, is that like a real Monopoly board though? I bet that the makers of Monopoly would be like, oh my God, they'd be horrified if they saw this. Now you know the actual file name for the Monopoly board. That's pretty cool insider information. Like, haven't you wondered before? Hey, whatever is printed on those board game boards at this point exists as a file name on a computer, and there's, you know, it's got to have a name to it. This is how they name them. It's very not dramatic. I wish it would have been something more exciting. You know, something about like super cool final Monopoly board. Woo! It'd be like something I'd name a file. Woo! I finished. Woo! Let me add woo to the file name. It's great. I got to express my excitement at finishing this graphic. Woo! The difference in lighting between my sister's room versus my room at the exact same time of day. It's like the it's like that sunset and sunrise in like two different areas. I'm assuming it's probably caused because of trees versus no trees, and or maybe there's some studio lighting off here to the left. Looks like an ad for depression medication. In one door is happiness, the other not so much. Hopefully I choose a different room during the day that's happier looking. Uber driver hair formed a perfect 25. Don't mind me, my hair just creates an automatic counter to remind me of how long it's been since I last washed it. We're going on 25 days and counting right now. Tomorrow, the way that my hair mechanism works, that 5, it'll just bend slightly. It'll have a little bit more curvature to it, and it'll be a 6. The 6 to 7 transformation, can't really get into that, but it'll happen. It'll happen, don't you worry. So right now it's the 28th. I'm giving away my recording secrets. What if, though, you took this picture the day before? So this was uploaded 2 days ago. So that was the 26th, but he could have taken it on the 25th. So it would have been the date is the 25th. Maybe that's the idea, is that your Uber driver just lets you know what day it is by putting it into his hair. My Australian tax return shows where money went. I'd probably just be depressed if I saw that. A breakdown of where my money was going. You know, ignorance is bliss. Because I have enough of an idea just from articles that I've read as to like how spending is broken down. I think I'd just be like, I'd do it differently. But, you know, that's, you gotta pay your taxes. So that's all for now. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you were mildly kind of underwhelmed, hopefully. Subscribe if you're not already, and if you want to look at more of these videos, or if in the future, like there might be even more of them, check out the playlist in the description, and I'll see you next time.
Go. go.